first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. As always, appreciate you joining us, whether you're watching on our app, our website, or our social media channels. Lots of places to catch this show. We are live here every weekday at 1 p.m. We get to talk about some pretty big things that are happening in the city. Maybe it's events, maybe it's breaking news, or something exciting that is happening even in association with us. And that is this. If you haven't heard the announcement, the Rip City Remix, the Trailblazers G League team, all of their games are going to be airing on Fox 12 Plus. That's right. Pretty big deal happening right here, and we are very excited to be talking about it. And to do so, we have right now joining us Reggie Walker, the Director of Marketing and Operations for the Rip City Remix. Reggie, thank you. Thanks for joining us here. This is a pretty exciting day for a number of reasons, and I think, you know, to give everybody some context here and talking about the Rip City Remix and what that is, could you maybe, for those out there who may not quite understand how it all works, could you explain to them the Rip City Remix and just everything exciting that's going on here in association with the Trailblazers?
Sure. Well, thanks for having us on, Greg. Really appreciate it. It is an exciting day to partner with you guys to air all 24 of our home games. So with those maybe necessarily not familiar with the Rip City Remix or what the G League is, we are the developmental team for the Portland Trailblazers. So think of it as a minor league team or a farm team for our parent club, which is the Portland Trailblazers. The goal of the organization is to develop both talent on and off the court, so on the basketball side as well as the business side. And we're on a very quick, expedited timeline. We announced the team happening in April. The launch was done in June. And our first game will be Friday, November 17th at the Child Center.
That is a really quick timeline to not only just announce a team, but actually staff the team, get everything ready and going. And that's a pretty tremendous job to get it done in that short amount of time. So for the team, you mentioned playing at the Child Center. Can you talk about that, about, you know, where they're going to be playing and how that all works, you know, interacting with the Blazers? You mentioned it's the G League team, you know, and minor league team might be a good, you know, reference for some people who may not understand that, but developmental, you're developing these players on all sides of that. So can you talk about what that, I guess, where they're going to be playing and how that plays into the development of these players?
Sure. One of the cool things about being connected with the Trailblazers is having their support, like both on and off the court, like with synergy. So the players all practice at the Trailblazers practice facility in Tualatin. So shared resources there. On the business side, our offices are at the Moda Center, same offices as the Trailblazer staff. So shared resources there as well. And back to the partnership with University of Portland, just about 2 miles away from where the Blazers play at the Moda Center. Great location, great place to watch a game, very accessible, free parking, easy barrier to entry. And our goal with everything is to make it an experience for all types of fans. One of the cool things that we can do is offer a kids zone area above the basket, kind of right next to a beer garden where we'll have merch for sale too. So it's a little something for everybody. And it's just a cool way to immerse ourselves into the community in Portland and North Portland, specifically at the Child Center.
And also, you mentioned something for everybody, a beer garden and a kids center. So, I mean, that really does, that covers a wide gamut right there alone. But talking about, you know, these players, this is an opportunity for somebody coming out to really see some potential, you know, up and comers. These could be somebody who could end up breaking out to be a star. These are all amazing players, and they're all, I would imagine, pretty eager to really be participating in this. I mean, this is a shot for a lot of these guys. And so I would think that that's a pretty exciting reason to go out and watch this as a fan.
No, absolutely, and I think Trailblazer fans will know the name Scoot Henderson. He, our starting point guard. He played 2 seasons in the G League previous to being drafted by the Portland Trailblazers. So that just speaks to kind of the level of talent within the G League itself. And oftentimes, I mean, there'll be hundreds of call-ups this season from the G League to the NBA. So it's super high level basketball. You can attend the games, $5 for kids, $10 for adult tickets, super accessible, free parking, and a chance to see some players that will, be on NBA rosters someday and even maybe a potential NBA superstar.
Yeah, I mean, Scoot Henderson right there, 2 leagues, two seasons on there. I mean, the slam dunk contest last year was from, played a large part in the G League as well. So it really is, such an amazing level of talent that you can get to see with this. Looking at it, going back to talk a little bit more about the community involvement, and you mentioned that the tickets are going to be very reasonably priced to go to those games, but also it's something that people are going to be able to watch. People are going to be involved there in North Portland. Can you speak to that side of it a little more about bringing in the community to be a part of this?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we're excited about with our partnership with Fox 12 is the ability to kind of grow awareness around the brand and everything we have to offer at not only the Child Center, but just with the Remix in general. And in terms of like the local aspect to it, we commissioned a local artist to build a mural that's on display at the Child Center that lives there, not just for our games, but for the University of Portland men's and women's games, lives there full time. And then we're going to have a rotating DJ system like at our game where we use local DJ artists who will, take turns doing different games. They'll be coached by Trailblazers DJ OG1 to kind of get some experience, seeing what it takes to provide an in-game entertainment that's catered for everyone. We even have a DJ who's like 16 years old who will spin at our game. So pretty cool opportunity to just immerse ourselves within the community and kind of offer different avenues for growth for not just players on the court, but for everything that encompasses just the organization as a whole.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun things that are happening. Reggie, I got to ask just you on a personal level, like how exciting is this to get to be here on the ground floor of something, that really is the ground floor of Rip City Remix as this is launching to the public, hopefully a staple for a long, long time. What's it like just doing the marketing for something like that and figuring out these different ways to actually market to the community?
It's a lot of fun. It's the reason that I took the job. It's challenging. Of course, we're on like a super expedited timeline, but we have a first for everything. I mean, this is our first partnership announcement to be on TV. We had our first local tryout. We had a tryout in Seattle. We had we're gonna have our first unveiling of the court, an unveiling of the uniform. Our first fan fest is this week, Friday at the Child Center. So it's just kind of something new every day, new challenges. Staying on top of everything is of course challenging. And of course we're gonna run into, roadblocks and hiccups along the way, but it is a lot of fun. And we have a great team. We're small, but we're mighty. And we know we have our work cut out for us, but it is a lot of fun.
Well, one thing, that I think you can always say about Portland is that going back to that community side of thing is supporting teams. I mean, Trailblazers, number one, always that partnership there. Remix, I think, are going to be embraced just the same. And people can watch those games on Fox 12 Plus, which is huge. It makes it accessible to so many people to be able to tune in, watch that, get to know some of these players, get to know some of the team, so even some of the coaches and just how they interact and get to see a pretty exciting, different kind of brand of basketball than what maybe some people have been exposed to before. It's really, really going to be a lot of fun, I think. No,
we agree. And the neat thing about the partnership with Fox 12 is it does allow the organization to center ourselves within the community. And obviously, we want people to come out and support the team in person at the Child Center. But like you just mentioned, the games will all be available on Fox 12 Plus for families to watch at home. So it was a no-brainer once we got kind of down in the planning stages with all this to happen. It's super excited to see it come to life. Yeah, we are too. I'm excited, for this season, and hopefully we'll probably be doing a lot more coverage here on Fox 12 now, and just obviously we're airing on Fox 12 Plus, but getting to just learn more about the team, watch it grow, and just become a part of the Portland community. So Reggie, I know you're busy because this is, as we've mentioned several times, an expedited process. I'm sure you've got a lot going on with that, but I thank you very much, for joining us here to talk about this. Looking forward to maybe talking to you and more members of the team here as the season goes on. And reminding everybody again, Fox 12 Plus, that's when those games are going to be on. You're going to be able to watch those there. And of course, you can go to the Child Center and watch them in person too. Do both. And Reggie, thank you very much for joining us. Really, really appreciate it. Greg, thanks for having us. Thanks to the Fox 12 team. Thanks to Nick and crew for being out there this morning to help, break the news and tell our story. So we appreciate you guys and the partnership.
Fantastic. Well, Reggie, I'll let you go. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.
And for those, Yeah, Nick Krupke, of course, was out there. I've seen some of the pictures that he sent back, so we're going to have a lot of reports on that coming up later. So Nick will be on probably all of our newscasts, I would imagine, as this news gets out. That again, Rip City Remix their games will be airing on Fox 12 Plus. So really, really exciting news there, and it's going to be a lot of fun to cover this as the season goes on. So we have more here on Fox 12 Now. So if this is your first time joining in, thanks. We live stream on our website, on our apps, and our social media channels, so Facebook and YouTube. I always reiterate that because you never know when it's somebody's first time, or maybe you just need a reminder, but you can always share those episodes and shows as well, and the segments and the interviews that we get to do, and you can go back and watch them on our YouTube channel or our app. Download that Fox 12 Oregon app. Click the Fox 12 Now button. Boom, there you go. Got it all right there. Rip City Remix on Fox 12 Plus. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be coming back here in just a little bit. We'll run something right now. So if you're watching on the social media channels, you'll see this end, and then we'll be back at 2 p.m. We're going to be talking about, with Halloween tomorrow, I've got the director of Halloween 4, who's going to be joining us. He's got a new movie, Dwight Little, and he has worked with Robert Englund for most of his career, in a lot of different capacities. Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, in case you didn't know, was working with him on a new movie that's going to be coming out. So we're going to be talking about what it's like making horror movies, and just, with Halloween here, I think it's a good time to talk about that. So if you're watching on social media, come back at 2. If you're watching on the website or the app, we'll keep going. So I'll be back here in a minute with a couple of other things to talk about, but we'll be back in a little bit with that. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.
First, live.